Hi, welcome back to the Scent Advocate. I'm so excited. I just got my sample of Labo's Violet 30. It was a blind buy, but it is a sample, so I think it's probably okay. I thought the price was pretty good too. I think I paid $8 for it directly from Labo. Was delighted they have it. This is a new release this year, and I just had to try it. I love iris and violet, and I think there are similarities. I don't like many florals, but violet, iris are definitely my favorites. And it's a short list. So I tried it on skin. I tried it on paper. The fragrance starts to me as very Ambrette forward. The iris is there, but in the form of an orris butter. I've heard other reviews of the fragrance, and I've heard things like, you know, saffron and let's see, there was wood, sandalwood, and incense. I can detect a little sandalwood, but I'm not getting any incense. I'm not getting any saffron, at least, and I've admitted this before. I don't easily detect saffron. It's hard for me to pick that out of a fragrance or an accord. This to me is that creamy, buttery, almost peanut butter textured, not smelling, but textured ambrette. When I smell ambrette, I imagine ambrette seeds crushed into a spread like peanut butter. I don't know why. Probably just made that up in my head, but that's the texture I give it in my mind. The relationship to musk, I find a bit attenuated. I don't see the close connection between musk and ambrette. I understand ambrette is often used as an alternative to deer musk for good reason, but for me, I see them as very distinguishable. In any event, Violet 30 to me is very ambrette forward. It's got that orris butter. It's got some sandalwood, and I'm getting a little bit of leather, but not an animalic leather, just a very nice, pleasant, kind of faint hint at a new belt or a new handbag, a really high quality handbag like that. It's great. I really do love it. On paper, it's beautiful. On skin, it's excuse me, on skin, it really develops. Now, the problem I have with it is it's familiar. It's reminding me of something. Not a dupe, of course, but there's a familiarity. And one thing I really hate doing, and I've said this in other videos, I do not like buying a fragrance, especially at Labo price points, that is too similar to something I already have in my collection. I just don't think it's necessary for me. It doesn't make sense financially, and I have a lot of fragrances in my collection and I want to use them up. If I'm in the mood for a certain set of notes or an accord and I already have it in my collection, I need to use that and not keep buying the same thing over and over, or something that equates to me as the same thing over and over. So I am on a quest, and that's what this video is about, to figure out what I have in my collection that might come close. And I have rounded up 3 fragrances. Can you help me, please? If you're familiar with these fragrances, please leave me a comment and let me know what you think. The first one in my collection that I think might be similar to Violet 30 is, of course, a Labo Ambrette 9. This fragrance is 100 ml EDP. I think I spent $350 approximately for it. Okay. Yes. Similar in that Ambrette note, but Violet, let me smell it on my skin. The Ambrette is much more subdued. It's more of a pure Ambrette seed. Now, it's got complexity to it. I wouldn't say it's exactly linear, but it is more linear than what I'm getting from Violet. I thought for sure, I wonder if this is going to smell exactly like the Ambrette. And it just, now that I'm putting them side by side, no, not close enough. Very different, in fact. Next, I've got another Labo. Santal 33. I know, but it's because I smell that sandalwood. There we go. Because I smell that sandalwood in the Violet 30, I had to check. Now, I know some people talk about getting dill pickle in this. I do not. I get a lovely sandalwood forward fragrance with a lot of complexity. I think it's a classic. I love it. I have a 50 mil here. I think I spent about $240 for it approximately. All right. All right. Now, this feels a little more similar. Yep. So in Santal 33, I also get some really nice leather notes in the opening. It dries down to have that set of notes diminish a bit. It's a combination of leather and I guess a little bit of musk. But I also get Ambrette in here. Maybe what I'm sensing is a Labo DNA among certain accords. And I'm just not enough of a sophisticated fragrance aficionado to understand the difference between similarity in notes, having it be too similar to another fragrance, and a brand DNA. Let me know what you think. Help me out. Yeah. Okay. Different, not close enough, but I'm seeing the similarity. I know why I thought that there was a familiar feel to the Violet. All right. Last, I've got Glossier You Doux. Love this fragrance too. This is, let's see, an eau de parfum, 50 mil. I can't remember what I spent on this. I want to say under 200, but I can't remember. And I was so excited to talk to you. I just jumped right in this video and did not do any research in advance. So forgive me. This is not a hard fragrance to look up and check out. I also am not talking about any notes that I have written down. Lately, I've been taking notes on notes before I make a video. Not this time. I was just too excited. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, there's a similarity. But side by side, no. And let's try it on skin. No, the Glossier You is more floral. It's lighter, prettier, more feminine leaning. The Violet is more unisex and potentially even a little more masculine leaning. If you know, the Glossier You is the standard, then the Violet leans more masculine and not significantly more masculine, in my opinion. Wow, this is going to be tough. All right, my decision is there are similarities among these fragrances. The most similar, I believe, is Right now, the Santal 33. This is gonna be tough. I don't know where I'll land. I will keep testing. One of the things that I noticed on the Labo site, and I went ahead and got one of these, is this liquid balm. It's basically a roller ball fragrance oil. And I got the lavender. And forgive me, I don't have the name right in front of me. It's, let me see if I have it. No, I don't. It is absolutely wonderful. The stuff glides on like heaven. It's just a lovely skin feel. The fragrance is nice. It's intimate. The projection of the eau de parfum is obviously not there, but I wasn't sure. A lot of times with perfume oils, they can be pretty strong. This, for the lavender that I tried, was not very strong. And it did wash off after I washed my hands. I know that's crazy, but do you do this? Do you wash your hands after you apply a fragrance maybe on your wrist or something, you wash your hands later on in the day and you can still smell it after you wash? I like that. And in this case, it's very, very faint, almost undetectable, which in some instances is great. If that's what you want, something that you enjoy reapplying periodically throughout the day, go for it. I really like it. I think the scent was beautiful, is beautiful, and I may get some more of these liquid balms. But the thing with the Violet 30 is I've heard a lot of criticism that it doesn't last very long. I've had luck so far. This came a few hours ago, and I think the smell has been pretty consistent in strength over the last 3 or 4 hours. And the more I smell it, the more I love it. This is a tough call. This is one of those instances where I sit in judgment on myself and I say, do I need another bottle if there are 3 in my collection that I think are similar? I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. I may end up putting it on a wish list and letting fate or family decide for me because of the price point. I love Le Labo. I I really love Le Labo. I understand that they've been acquired by a major brand and some people have strong feelings about that, others do not. My focus is consistently on the quality of the fragrance and the way it makes me feel while I'm wearing it. And for the Le Labo fragrances that I have in my collection, they make me feel amazing. And I don't care who makes them. That's just me. Um, I appreciate and respect other opinions. I understand principled buying and I believe in it. The experience I'm having, however, is less about that or not about that and all about the price point. Everything's more expensive these days. I understand that, but I just don't know. Um, I am not a trust fund baby. I work hard for my money, as many of you do. And so I have some thinking to do on this. As much as I love Violet 30, and I do, it just gets more complex. Oh, absolutely stunning. And more distinguishable from the fragrances I brought up today. But I don't know where I'll land, but I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you tried Violet 30? Are you going to? What do you think in terms of the similarities to each of the fragrances I brought up today? Do you have them? Do you want them? What's your position on Le Labo as a brand, as part of a bigger brand, conglomeration? Let me know. And hey, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I'm really trying to build the channel. And so far, we've got a great bunch of folks. Thank you so much for your wonderful comments and feedback. You teach me so much, and I'm grateful. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.